things are going to be worse under Donald Trump for us. That doesn't mean we shouldn't suit up for battle. It doesn't mean I'm not ready for it, but things, there's that whole crowd, the kind of Rescue the Republic crowd that's thinking that if Donald Trump wins, and I understand the logic, if Donald Trump wins, he's going to put in all these great people in the administration. He's going to, clear out all of these, like he's going to put Bobby Kennedy in the HHS.
RFK is going to ban American cheese.
Right. Who needs it? Yeah. So like, there's all of these things that people are thinking Trump's going to do. He's going to end the war between Russia and Ukraine. He's going to XYZ things. And these are all great things that, I agree they need to be done. And so I agree with the chatter about it. But realistically, that won't happen. Again, he doesn't have control over Congress. Congress has to, for one, put everybody in. They have to approve every single person that he wants to put into his cabinet. They won't. And also the censorship regime against us is going to ramp up under Trump. It's not because Trump and his team is doing it. It's because that's the reaction, and Trump doesn't get to choose the CEO of YouTube. He doesn't get to choose the CEO of Amazon or the CEO of Apple or the CEO of, he doesn't get to choose these CEOs that make these decisions from their own political viewpoints of what they think is good for America and the future. The rich billionaires who are in charge and wanting all this AI surveillance and whatever. He doesn't get to choose the CEOs for BlackRock, for example. He doesn't get to choose the new leader of the World Economic Forum. He doesn't get to choose the leaders of all the other Western nations. So he's up against all of that, and all of that is up against all of us. And if he wins, they will ramp up against us. Those forces will ramp up because they don't want him to succeed. They will do everything they can to ensure he doesn't have any success in 4 years so that people totally turn away from the MAGA populist movement and that they go back towards sanity in their minds, right? They will do everything they can to crush us. So to think that Trump winning, we're suddenly going to have this, it's bull. I mean, it's going to get every independent media creator, anybody who speaks up against the establishment, better get ready to suit up for battle if Trump wins. Kamala wins, it's the same. We're going to have the same sort of battle we're in now. But I'm telling you, with Trump winning, it'll be 10 times, 100 times worse even as they crack down on us because they won't be able to believe that Trump won again. And they'll go after us just like they did the first time around, but it'll be harder. So I don't think, Trump winning, but that being said,
so it sounds like what you're saying, and I just want to make this so you're the they in this scenario that Trump wins, and I've made this point as well. The they would be the tech companies themselves because they're so dissatisfied with the result. If Kamala wins, she will compel the tech companies to censor speech just like Biden has. But you're saying if Trump wins, they'll take it upon themselves to do it because they'll be so freaked out that Trump won. That's how Alex Jones got kicked off right after Trump won. YouTube said, "Oh, we got to do something about this guy." Is that what you're saying? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I just want to.
Yeah, sure. I'm saying I think people overestimate the government influence on the censorship.
Right.
I think a lot of that comes from just the inner values of the people in Silicon Valley. Like they are in alignment. So when the government says to them, hey, we've got this threat, we think this group is dangerous. It doesn't take a lot of arm twisting for the Silicon Valley people to go along with that and say, oh, okay. I mean, YouTube, we've never gotten any YouTube files, have we? Where are the YouTube files? So with YouTube, they censored, I was getting censored back in 2019 before Democrats were in power. Trump was in power and I was being censored by YouTube. Was that because of Trump and his administration directing YouTube? No, it was YouTube making YouTube choices, right? So these guys, these people will make their own choices. That is, so they have the control and the power. So it's not going to be the administrations, even Kamala Harris. Maybe, the bully pulpit, there is a bit of that, but otherwise I think it's these companies that are going to be doing it. So things are going to be worse because these people that hate him or don't want to see him unravel institutions that are making them extremely wealthy, they're going to come after us big time. But that being said, Democrats don't deserve to win at all. What they've done to us over these last 8 years of their rhetoric against Trump, the lawfare against him, ripping away democracy from us, the COVID pandemic, like everything Democrats have done, they don't deserve the win. So I personally, out of the two, prefer Trump wins, but only not because I think the world will be better. I think it'll be worse, but only because I really do not think Democrats should be rewarded for their behavior. But Trump is, the way he's acting, it's like, man, now you don't deserve it for the way, the way you're behaving. But he's just got a mouth on him. The Democrats have done so much against us for so long.
And also, I would just make the point. I mean, the worst of COVID, starting with the CARES Act, which was the largest upward transfer of wealth in human history. That was, Trump was president to sign it. That was very much a bipartisan deal. Everyone voted for that. Everyone voted for
Except
that.
Thomas
so it really
Massie.
is.
Right?
Except,
He's the only one.
yeah. So a pox on both their houses in that respect, I think.
Yeah, this is a very interesting perspective you're bringing to it, because we are seeing a lot of people who are so frustrated with the Democrats. They're assuming that, well, at least with Trump, he's not going to get us into war. He's going to settle things in Ukraine. The censorship will be better under Trump. And you're saying no. I mean, nobody's really saying that. Even people who are skeptical of Trump. You're the only person I've really heard say, no, actually, it won't be better.
No, it'll be worse. It will be worse. We have to prepare for it to be worse. It'll be worse. But again, it doesn't, I think that's the conundrum there. Is the issue is, but Democrats we can't let them win in the way by using the tactics they've used. That's
right.
To me, that's worse for us overall. If we have to put up with 4 years of the barrage that they're going to throw at Trump and all of us, then we have to suit up for battle and prepare for that.
Right.
What Democrats, what I don't really want to see them is, I don't want to see them rewarded for this behavior that they've enacted, because I think in the long run, that's actually more dangerous for our democracy. If we're going to use that type of language, it just is more, it's kind of like they've enacted a new type of Patriot Act that we're never getting rid of, and I would like to get rid of it. So I don't think
punished.
I just think that they shouldn't look at these tactics and think, oh, that worked. Okay, great. Like, we'll keep doing that. You know?
I totally sympathize with that point. If it works, the only reason it will have worked this time is because, as you said, Trump doesn't deserve to win either. Like, there's got to be accountability on both sides of this. Like, if there is to be an anti-establishment coalition that can, just knock down the gates and seize power the way they did to a certain extent in 2016 when he won, that takes discipline. It takes strategy. That takes a level of coordination and maturity, quite frankly, that they're not displaying right now. Like, you have to have your shit together if you want to win. That's just the bottom line. Now, Trump could talk about how rigged the system is against him, and I would agree. Look, he survived his second assassination attempt this week, so obviously they don't want him there. But if you're going to do this, you've got to do it. At the end of the day, it falls to you to have your shit together, and they don't. And so, like, what could I say? Like, if Kamala wins, it's not so much rewarding her for the great job that Joe Biden has done. It is a rejection of something that most people at the end of the day could very well see as more ridiculous. And it's on Trump that he's been more ridiculous. He just has been. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be accountability there too. That's why I wash my hands of it, obviously. And I'm not saying you're voting for Jill Stein. I'm probably going to be like your friends and not vote at all, honestly. If I do vote, I'll probably write in Jill Stein. I can't vote for her on the ballot because they didn't get the signature drive together in New York to be on the ballot. But it is a hopeless situation as far as I can see.
And of course, Democrats aren't going to view it that way, right? They're not going to view it as this is a vote just against, it's not because you've won. They're going to be like, we won. Our tactics worked.
Of course. Well, that's the thing. Yep. Power consolidates. Good.
When the appellation weird is sticking to you, when it's being thrown at you by the leather daddies for tots crowd, you've really gone weird, man.
Yes.
When they first rolled it out, I was like, that's never gonna work. They're so weird themselves. Look at Kamala, she's cackling.
These people flooded the streets in pussy hats from coast to coast, and the Republicans have out-weirded them.
Yeah.
Are we going to do Sam Harris, Russell?
But it's really, Harris, they're just the joy. I mean, and that's a working strategy. Her campaign's very bright. They're very, very smart to put the joy smile.
Yes.
Tim is like, looks like a happy grandpa, and Kamala's just there and, looking nice and pretty and waving and smiling and embracing. And that's, people ultimately are just gonna, they don't want the guy that's gonna say, cause division in America. People are very fed up with it.
Kamala's got David Plouffe on the team, one of the Obama masterminds. Say what you want about him.
Yep.
He is not stupid. Very, very smart.
Please clap.